I would probably say Penny.
Ooh.
I would say Penny.
Orlando Magic.
Orlando Magic Penny.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, I remember to this day, Penny had me on the post, and I was like, I got him. He did a spin move, baseline, reverse dunk. And I was like, he the real deal. So I think it was Penny was the first that really got at him.
And the next clip that we're going to take a look at is from Shaquille O'Neal. As always, he talks about the story, how he discovered Penny Hardaway.
I go to L.A. And again, I don't pay attention to players. So, you know, it's like, hey, we allow you to do movies, you got to work out. So I'm shooting blue chips. From 12 to 3, I'm working out. So I see this skinny kid, and this diming me up every time. I'm thinking he's an actor. Like, yo, man, what's your name? He's like, hey, man, I'm Penny Hardaway. I'm like, you play? He's like, yeah, I'll put my name in the draft. You did? I get on the phone. I say, yo, man, y'all heard of Penny Hardaway? I say, yeah, so I want this. Bro, when I tell you, me and this Magic and Kareem,
It was bananas.
No, but hold on. I'm talking summertime where there ain't no rules where everybody doing that. I'm touching this every time. I'm like, the dream come true. Cause like, you know, I played with cats like Lou Will that were really good enough, and they didn't have to pass. Like I played with Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf. Every time I'd be in the post and put my hands up, and he would miss me, but it wouldn't matter because to go in. So I ain't really touch it a lot.
On the parquet.
Oh, inside pivot.
I've never seen that.
I can't even figure out that move right there.
I gotta rewatch this real quick.
Off the right foot, a half spin.
Oh, the whole spin.
Off the right into a
Smitty into a step back.
But he used his opposite foot first. I think,
you know, it's so funny when you see a move as an athlete, you start doing the timing in your head about how it would go down.
Crossover, half spin.
He puts his back to the basket, 20 feet from the basket. He's basically posting up from the three-point line, and then he decides not to put his back to the basket, but do a step back and turn around and throw up a prayer with 2 seconds left on the clock.
I wonder what's the name of that move. Like, we got to call that something.
This is bad basketball. If my son saw this clip and said, I'm going to work on that move, I would say, sir, you're better off cutting off your left foot than working on this move. This is not something that anyone should ever attempt again. And you know what? I'm going to go on wax and say this. I've never seen anybody do this step back before.
The move you just saw Penny do, it's a combination of a spin and a hesitation that'll put somebody on their heels and they don't know what you about to do.
It looks so wrong, but so right.
he's dancing. He's dancing. People don't know about Penny Hardaway. If you don't know, now you know.
Like, you have to be special to do something like that. Did you see the footwork on that?
Like, it's one thing when you're working on that type of footwork, but to have that footwork translate into an in-game experience and it look as effortless as that, like you can't teach that.
Not Elijah.
Dog, Penny was my dude.
Of course.
Penny, Harder, you couldn't tell me shit about Anthony Penny Hardaway, bro.
Y'all kind of similar.
Yeah. Why you think that's why we're number one?
Yeah,
that's why we're number one.
I never knew that. I never knew that.
That's why we're number one. My dog, that was my Michael Jordan, bro, growing up. Because you got to think, he played for the Magic. I grew up 30 miles right down the street, so I watched him every single day. And, bro, Penny, man, Penny was the truth, bro.
Hell yeah, people don't forget. They forget how cold Penny would have been one of the greatest players, hands down, if had it not been injury.
Yes, sir.
Penny was a killer.
So that was my dude, man. Footwork, passing ability. He was cold, man.
Mm-hmm. Man, Penny was the truth.
They've forgotten about Penny Hardaway. 6'7", 6'8", like a Magic Johnson, who can shoot the ball, very athletic. So, I mean, his IQ was off the chart when it came to basketball.
And that was crazy because Penny, like, growing up, he was the standard. For a minute, there was 2 years that he was better than Jordan, bro. Yes.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
No.
Here we go.
2 years. For 2 years, Penny Hardaway was better than Michael Jordan.
Boy.
Yeah, stop. All right. No, I'm not.
When you talk about statistics,
When he came back, when he was 4'5", Penny was better than Michael Jordan.
you are tweaking.
Hardaway was a cold cat. He really was. He really was. That's something I always think about. Like, if I would have did it different, I probably could have stayed there, ended up there, on the piece of team. Like, I always think about stuff that could have, impacted my life a little differently.
Is that a regret you have?
Yeah, because I always think about if we would have stayed together, how many we could have got.
Do you think you would have got multiple, more than you got in L.A.?
That's the hard thing. Yeah. But Penny was that good.
Right.
Penny wasn't Kobe.
No.
No.
I know. What'd he say?
Penny was Kobe before Kobe.
I was say, but Penny wasn't as good as Kobe. Like, let's be honest. Penny was not going to be a top 3 player.
Penny got injured. Penny had knees.
Oh, you sure about that?
You say Penny could have been a top 3 player of all time because that's what Kobe is.
Yes. If he didn't get injured, yes. Bro, hold on. Penny came in like that.
Penny was a dog.
Hold on. Penny came in like that. It took Kobe maybe 2.5 years to get to that level. Penny came in, he was already like that.
Yeah.
First year he came in, we went to the finals. Penny was cold, and that's why I always tell people, he was Kobe before Kobe. People give me flack like that, say he couldn't have turned out, but if he wouldn't have got injured, he'd definitely be up there. Definitely. Hey, Penny was a cold cat. You know it. Yeah, boy.
If he had stayed healthy, Reg, finish that sentence.
First ballot Hall of Famer. Easily. I mean, could do everything. I know people like to compare him to Magic Johnson. They were different type, tall guards. Penny was special because he saw the floor like Magic, but I thought he was a better scorer and maybe post-up player than Magic. And to remember, him and Shaquille at a young age.
I know.
At a young age. I mean, we had our battles back in the early 90s going against those guys, and we were fortunate to beat them, but Penny was just a rookie. So I knew the following year, once he figured it out, and they took us to 7 games and beat us in 7 games.
Clearly on paper, if both players were healthy and both players were, functioning the way they were capable of, it was a fantastic backcourt pairing. 2 playmaking guards, 2 scorers, two guys that played with pace, played with energy, shot-making ability in Penny's situation. A prolific scorer in his prime, with the bounce that he had in his prime. It was a really an interesting and unique combination.
Although both combustible, both have ego, I think they really wanted to make it work. But health played a huge part in not allowing that to happen.
Jason Kidd up top of the key. Kidd bounces the ball at the baseline to Penny Hardaway. The wham, bam,